Hello everyone, I'm back with another video for you today, and today I have a pretty awesome deck for you, and it is a Shadow Isles Freljord deck which is focused around a lot of spiders, the enduring spider deck as it's become known as, and really the idea is to control the board, survive early game. It's a bit of a control deck really. You have a lot of ways to keep the opponent on the back foot in terms of not allowing their aggro, their aggression to really spill over into threatening territory. So you've got a lot of spells that drain, give you HP, Vile Feast, Grasp, Withering Wail, all examples of that, really helping against aggro. And then you have a ton of just small units that you're very happy to throw away, very happy to let die. Hapless Aristocrat, Omen Hawk, Sentry, etc. Caretaker as well, and really, yeah, the idea is to allow a lot of your units to die, protecting you and keeping you alive, and maybe even dealing some damage here and there, overwhelming the board a bit with Spiders and Elise and Brood Awakening and stuff like that. Works very well with Thresh. When your units die, going to be able to level him up, and he's going to be able to pull out potentially a Tryndamere for some really nice value. That can happen occasionally, and that if that goes down, then you're going to be in a very good spot right off the bat. If not, then you're just going to stall the game out with these small units, get a bit of damage in here and there if you can, but just really survive the aggressive onslaught that you're probably up against. And then you're going to slam They Who Endure later, along with your Tryndamere, your Ruination to reset the board if you need to. And yeah, these guys are really powerful. 6 mana, and they end up being often 10, 10s or more, sometimes even 15, 20, 20, I think I've had in one game. And that works especially well for the deck when you factor in Atrocity, which allows you to destroy them as a kind of finisher, nuke the opponent's nexus, really destroy them very quickly in the late game. So you don't even have to worry too much about dealing damage to the opponent yourself. If you're playing on the back foot, you can get your They Who Endure to be really big, and then use Atrocity on it to close games out. And I've been having a lot of success with it. It holds its own against aggro decks, and it's pretty good against the field in general. Has a lot of ways to keep the opponent from rushing you down, and ways to close out the game once it gets to the late game. So really nice deck, very fluid. Sometimes you can have a bit weird hands with the high mana spells, especially in matchups where you don't need them, but otherwise it's really solid. Let's jump into some games and see how it works. Alright, we're going to be up against some Elise Karma. So it might be a similar kind of control style, but with Karma instead as a kind of finisher, I suppose. So I think I'll keep my Enduri lad for this kind of a matchup. I think that'll probably end up being quite nice. We can kick the Atrocity though, and probably the Brood Awakening. Although Brood Awakening is not too bad if we, don't have a round 1 play, then this can be played on turn 4. So, we could also get rid of this potentially, but it's quite a nice finisher, so I'm going to hold on to it. And since the opponent's not going to be too aggro heavy, I don't think we should need all of our early game. We have quite a lot of late game though, so hopefully that doesn't, end up hurting us. Omen Hawk's a turn late, but that's okay. Let's get the Elise down and then start spawning some spiders.
We could use a bite.
Then we can just curve out with the 3 mana Sentry Hawk play, and then potentially Brood Awakening if our board is, clear for that. If not, we can potentially just increase our mana a little bit. So he's got kind of a more regenerative lifesteal kind of style here, I guess. Go ahead and play this stuff. So I do want to attack here, and I'll probably I'll try to throw away a spider or whatever so that our Brood Awakening is kind of freed up. I've got to be really careful though for the opponent's Withering Wail. Could happen, could be quite annoying. We could even grasp the opponent's unit here just to deal with that and push through with the Elise. But I don't think it's necessary. Let's just go for an attack, see what happens. And then maybe we even pass and don't use the mana until the opponent uses some of theirs. Okay, we're going to get the Withering Wail now. That's really good for us. So we can just go with Brood Awakening now. 5 mana.
Come closer.
And that's going to make my Elise level up. Really good stuff. And I'm going to have my own Withering Wail, my own Grasp of the Undying if we need any of those next turn. So it'd be annoying if he has another Withering Whale here,
Let me
but
change into something more comfortable.
we do have, you know, we've got the level up. And that's a pretty big deal. So we can counter him if he has his own spiders. He's going to have elusive, okay. So here I'm not really too worried about this elusive unit. We can just kill it with our challenger guys. The Elise is a bit of a pain. I suppose we can just drain that now, honestly. Maybe we should wait until he's attacked with the elusive to get the lifesteal back. That's probably the way.
Quite the dish.
He might pass here to deny my mana, but I don't really mind if he does that. Okay, so yeah, maybe I should have even done that before, because he does get a spiderling for free here, and of course the placement here means that doesn't really matter the line of play I took here. Okay, yeah, so we'll just drain the Elise now. So I kind of just missed you know, I gave him a spiderling for free. I guess I'll allow that to stay on the board because it's not really doing much. We can just grasp on Elise. Possibly it's good to save the grasp for the karma, but Elise is a bit annoying to deal with, so kind of happy to spend it. We have another release in hand, that's quite nice. Let's just go straight in for an attack. We could play Omen Hawk, but I don't really care too much about attacking with that. So we'll just attack. All of our guys fearless, so we don't need to worry about, you know, don't need to worry too much here about the opponent blocking. Just gonna get some nice damage in already. Okay, there's more elusive units. That's fine. We could go with a crawling sensation here, which I kind of think might be a good idea. Let's play the Hawk first, though. We'll see. We might even want to go with the Withering Whale here. No, okay. Looks like the spiders are probably good.
It'll be over soon.
Because we're not really going to play another release at this point, really. And if we do, I mean, it's not that important of a card to have. Having the spiders is nice, because it does mean we... okay, he's going to have his own. So maybe I should have held on to my Whale, but you know, we can use Whale next turn as well. It'll be quite powerful. I imagine we'll probably have quite similar finishes at the end here. We'll see. I think right now we've outvalued him a little bit. We still have a Whale, whereas he already used one. Okay, so he wants to just trade away the Elises. Fair enough. It's going to make it a little bit harder to deal with that Shadow Assassin, but that's okay. So right now our They Who Endure is not that big. It will get quite big after our board takes some hits here, but for now let's just Withering Whale this. Pretty good value. Keep our spiders alive. And yeah, his board is looking kind of weak. I mean, ours is to an extent as well. We don't really have a clean answer to the elusive here, but that's not the end of the world. We can maybe glimpse to draw a little bit. But okay, I think I'm going to pass now. Continue to pass. And we've got our Tryndamere play coming now. So this, you know, the opponent's colours are a bit scary because he can have, for example, Will of Ionia to reset our Tryndamere, put him back to hand, but we can kind of counter that with Glimpse Beyond a bit, so not the end of the world. But definitely the Ionia guys can be a bit of a problem. They can deny Atrocity potentially by, you know, by returning your big lads. But okay, I think here we could attack in with everything, but I'm not sure it works too well. Like maybe with the Omen Hawk, we don't really need this unit anyway. We would quite like to get more of our units dead so that the big lad becomes bigger. We're looking okay for the moment. We'll see. He might have a Will on the Tryndamere. I can definitely see that happening. For now we're looking very good. We've got him into kind of lethal range with Atrocity. So if we find a spot for that, then that's going to be game over probably. Here's probably Will. Oh, okay. Vile Feast, let's go for our Glimpse Beyond then. Deny that. That actually ended up not, not blocking it with a bigger unit, so that's quite good for us. Really just everything going our way right now. Daehunjia is still not that big. Once these spiders die, then it'll be in range to kill him, just in case the Tryndamere gets dealt with. But Tryndamere is also maybe enough to just end the game.
Comes only at the price of war.
Okay. So I think I'm reasonably happy to just pass here. We can go for the atrocity, but not sure it's too worth it at the moment. Want to be able to play 2 of them in a row in order to really guarantee the kill on the opponent here. But they're going to have full mana as well, so that's, a bit of trouble. Let's just go in and attack with everything first, see where we're at in terms of his HP. I'm going to be a bit scared of the Karma, because he can do a lot of stuff now that it's enlightened. He's probably going to will me, I guess, here. I'll have some kind of answer for my Tryndamere attack.
It's too late for you.
We'll see what happens here. Okay, it's just going to be a grasp right now. That's, oh, 2 grasps, okay. So that will mean the Tryndamere dies. Okay, because it's Karma, yeah, of course. So I guess the play is probably just Atrocity and go for that easy, cheap damage on the Nexus. Might end up just winning it here. Of course, this would trigger before the drains. Presume it goes through. Probably has more spells, but we have another Atrocity to potentially use, depending on how much mana he goes with here. Okay, Withering Whales. So I think I'm just going to Atrocity again. I think we should be winning now. He only has 3 mana, so it's most likely not going to be enough to keep him alive. Okay. Just going to play some kind of last resort looking for the answer here. And he hasn't got it. So, managed to just use the double Atrocity very nicely to kind of guarantee the win. That was a pretty clean one. Very close, but we got there. Alright. Let's finish and jump into another game, shall we? Okay, and now a game against a Yasuo player. Haven't seen too much Yasuo out and about. We'll see what we can do. Let's get rid of Omen Hawk and Thresh. We could keep the Thresh, I mean it's not a bad card. It'll definitely come in handy. So actually I think I want it in this matchup. That being said, I'm not sure I want 2. We'll see. So time to really just play our cards. Got the Elise attacking straight away, which is really nice.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
And he only has a house spider, which isn't too scary. I think I will... I guess, yeah, I may as well attack with the Omen Hawk. This is going to use the house spider to block my spider. So I can kind of get a free trade here. Might not have a play here. Oh, looks like we do have a sentry. That's cool. And he's buffed up.
I will play my part.
Got some elusive, so bit of a weird deck. Yasuo, so kind of aggro Yasuo, I suppose. Oh, this Brood Awakening is really, really nice. I think I'm going to attack first, though. Maybe with the sentry as well. Why not? We can trade the spider, but do I really care?
You won't suffer long.
Can't block my Elise, which is really nice. And then we're going to be able to go for this Brood Awakening. I only just realised now that that's like a pun, isn't it? Because it's Rude Awakening is the normal. They've gone for Brood Awakening. That's that's punny. It's definitely punny. So this will get the transform for our Elise, which is really nice. Won't come into, you know, big effect until we do our attack, but once we do, we'll be able to trade all of these little blocky boys into a lot of value. And my Withering Wool also, or Whale, sorry, looking pretty nice. I think I will go with Thresh first though, because he's a bit stronger. Here, I think we can just trade off the spiders without too much worry. Don't want to take too much random aggro damage. That won't end too well for us, even though we've got a lot of heals. So time for the Thresh. I mean, we could have not blocked and then we would have got more kind of Thresh level up value next turn, but it's very possible this will get removed anyway in some form. Will of Ionia or something like that.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
But this is looking pretty good for us. I'm a bit scared of grabbing a Bladette Twirler with my Elise, because that could go wrong for us. Then again, if we go with the Skitterer, then it's probably chill. I think we got to play that here, it's just good. Maybe then I won't even pull his, you know, his Shadow Assassin. Maybe I will with my Elise, or let's see. Oh, this is probably how we do it, right? I'm a bit scared of pulling these in because if they get the buff, but honestly if they get the buff it's kind of fine anyway, we do want to deal with them. I think I need to kill this elusive unit though. It could just be a bit too much random damage coming through, which I don't want to deal with, but maybe that's wrong. I mean, we could have also done 6 face damage, would have been kind of nice. Okay, here's the, yeah, there's the buff up on the Bladette Twirler. The Blade, wait, why am I saying Bladette? Am I actually... It's Blade Twirler. I don't know what's going on in my mind, but I'm worried for myself. Okay, so we actually managed to clean up our stuff kind of quite well there. We still do have the Thresh, which is very helpful. But the Blade Twirler's becoming a bit spooky. I probably should have tried to kill that with my Elise. And just said screw it. But we do have a 9/9 They Who Endure on our side of the board, so that's pretty nice.
Try to keep up.
Definitely not looking too bad. I think I'm going to block the Blade Twirler with my Spider. I'll give my Thresh a level up this round. And we can actually glimpse beyond here as well, I think. Looks good. I want him to spend mana, and if he does, I then will probably go with my, you know, my big lad. I don't want to commit it too early though. Because if he uses Will of Ionia on it, then actually I guess it will still be as strong even if he wills it. It's kind of cool. So maybe let's play it now. Yeah. Just a nice 10/10 overwhelm for 6. Pretty powerful. And this Thresh leveled up. It's going to be quite hard for him to stop both of these big lads from coming in.
The order rewards its faithful.
Alright. So I think we're just going to attack straight away. We can grab this Blade Twirler, I reckon. Maybe the elusive unit again. Like, we can always just block Blade Twirler, you know. This stuff we can't block, so it's a bit more of a pain. Let's see if we get our Tryndamere. Probably going to be an Elise. Nope, it is Tryndamere. Oh wait, it's our... No, it's not the strongest, but...
Oh, it's on.
I mean, I will happily take a Tryndamere here. Very happily, very happily. It does have another stun though, that's a little bit annoying, but not too big of a problem. We're going to be able to maybe use Atrocity to finish this game out. We've already, I mean, our board is already incredibly scary. With so much, just so much value, so much stuff. And it's not even good him killing this, because it's just going to create kind of a bigger unit for me. So, kind of okay with him doing that, I think. Tryndamere going to level up from that.
I'm not done.
He's not done. Alright. Okay, so I guess we can just pass now. Nothing more to do, really.
I fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Okay, I think now I'm going to use Box, because he's going to hit both of these, and that's just good value at that point. Still has mana for Will of Ionia, so I'm going to hold off on the Atrocity. I mean, obviously we don't have lethal just yet,
Spirit
so...
gives to those who listen.
Oh, here's another one of those, okay. That's cute.
What is gained when
I think this
you
board
join
is
benevolence?
a little bit difficult to deal with. I mean, he could have the card that would recall all my guys. I don't remember what it's called. He does have a stun here, so that is interesting. Let's go ahead and Withering Wail. I'm just going to get rid of this Dragonling. Seems decent value for now. I'm a bit sad I can't use my Caretakers or my Glimpse, because my board is a bit too strong. I suppose I can, you know, use it on Thresh in theory, but in practice, not sure I want to do that.
You pay, I fight.
Okay, I mean, he's definitely putting some scary lads on the board. But I think our next attack in is going to be kind of game ending, so... I think I'll just block this 9-2 with Thresh, in reality. Because I don't want my They Who Endure to die, that would suck. He's not even going to attack, so... I think we probably have him now. Let's just go in here and attack with both of our big lads. In fact, blocking with Thresh would have been quite bad, because then one of our guys would have been stunned. I guess the Tryndamere probably, right? I think he's dead at this point. It's going to be a bit difficult. I guess actually maybe not. So let's just play it slow. I don't want to kind of go overboard here. Let's just allow these to trade, because we're putting him at a very small amount of health. I want to be able to respond to him, you know, in terms of... I kind of want to ruinate as well. But maybe let's wait a little bit on that. Just play a Spider, so that we have our Thresh kind of back and operational. And now I think I'm fine to do an Atrocity realistically, because I mean, what's he gonna have here? I'm not even that sad if he sends a Tryndamere back, to be honest. Is that the best way to do it? Yeah, I think this is fine, right? It should be game. I mean, it's very unlikely he'll have the answer to stop this. Yeah, we got him. Alright, not too bad. So, pretty strong deck overall, managing to beat a lot of things, especially aggro when you draw well. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.